Hello ladies and gentlemen, so we've got the brand new Avatar 2 teaser trailer. It's been released online in crisp, beautiful, clear 4K. Now I'm not going to be doing a specific reaction to this trailer because I've seen it. I watched it when I watched Doctor Strange 2, the Multiverse of Madness. It was in the theatre, and I thought then, I was surprised that that's what they released. Now this isn't going to be a hugely negative video, I know. My Avatar videos are not usually resoundingly positive. I get that, and I know that winds a few people up. But this is more of a thought experiment than anything else. And I think it's important to take a look. I understand that this is a teaser trailer. I get that. I get that. And I understand that a trailer generally divulges more of the story. But what I got from this as a teaser trailer, more so than any other teaser trailer out there, is that this looks once again like a tech demo. There was no story in this at all. This was more for awe and wonder, which if you can capture that is incredible. That will be absolutely fantastic. And that's kind of what they took and captured, I guess, from the first film, was that awe and wonder. But this does look like a tech demo, and I'm surprised that that was what they did in terms of their first official, look at the film. Because with respect to this, the first film has since been picked apart by numerous people as being a rip-off of Fern Gully or Dances with Wolves. The story is paper thin for the first Avatar. It's derivative, right? It's not James Cameron's baby. He didn't create the story. It was taken from a lot of other things. That story has been told a fair few times. What was so fantastic about the first film, because it was truly groundbreaking at the time, was the effects. And that's why the first one was a bit of a tech demo. Now, I personally think, and I still think this film is going to make a remarkably high amount of money. Make no mistake, this film will make huge sums of money. I'm surprised that it's going to, but I firmly believe it's going to make a lot of money. Because whenever I do a video on this, there are so many people that come out. There are just countless amounts of people, hundreds, thousands of them, which comment and go, never put it past James Cameron. He's going to be amazing. His name attached to it, etc., etc., is what gets bums on seats. And I understand that. But what I think, unfortunately, is lacking from this is any story. This teaser trailer needed to come with a story. It absolutely had to have some story in it, because this film has been endlessly picked apart now by a lot of people. A lot of people that were, old enough to remember this coming out at the time, or old enough when it came out and they watched it to go, this seems a rip-off of Dances with Wolves, Fern Gully, so on and so forth. And those people who contributed to the $1 billion or whatever it was that Avatar first one hit. I genuinely cannot remember the amount. I know it was an insane sum of money, but those people that contributed to that taking, they're gonna need a little bit more convincing on the story front, because that story in the first one was paper thin, derivative. And the problem is, and a lot of people aren't aware of this, but James Cameron, is fantastic as he is, and he is fantastic, he's better than I am. But James Cameron was heavily involved in Terminator Dark Fate as a story. In fact, I'm fairly certain that he came up with that story. And that was not a good story. That was not a good story at all. In fact, at all. The story itself is by James Cameron for Terminator Dark Fate. Now, there's a lot of people that are hardcore James Cameron fans that will probably be surprised to hear that, because Terminator Dark Fate was garbage. It was trash. It was an awful film. Absolutely awful. Now, James Cameron has a habit of making incredible sequels to things. But have we seen him do anything of late? Now, the few things which have come out recently, that he did, Terminator Dark Fate, garbage, crap story, absolutely horrendous. Let's kill John Connor in the opening act. Awesome, no worries, bye-bye. Yes, your legacy down the shitter. And then we had Alita Battle Angel, but that wasn't a recent story. That was a story which was written a very long time ago. And Robert Rodriguez was obviously involved in bringing that to life. Now, the things that James Cameron has done recently, we haven't seen, except for Terminator Dark Fate. Now, this is a story which was written, allegedly, at the time that he made the first Avatar. We have to take his word for that. But it was pitched. He needed technology, apparently, to catch up. I don't know whether that is the case. He could just be saying that. But this story really this teaser had to have some story behind it. Now, again, I still think it's going to make ridiculous sums of money. Like, absolutely is going to make just insane sums of money. But I think it's a shame that, you know, their first trailer that gets released is this. You know, no actual story. It's just this. Just giant blue monkey men running around. Okay, cool. And it looks good. Don't get me wrong. Like, this looks great. But I don't want to watch another tech demo. You know, I watch CGI Fest when it comes to Marvel, when it comes to some of the DC stuff. And this, you know, sure, this does look great, right? This looks great. Like, the way this is waving, like in the wind, buffeting there. That looks fantastic. It looks great. But I'm not interested in watching another tech demo. I mean, I will watch it to review it. But I really hope, and I do hope, that they've sorted the story out. Because this is what we've got to go on. It begins to tell the story of the Sully family, Jake, Neytiri, and their kids, and trouble that follows them, the lengths they go to keep each other safe, battles they fight to stay alive, and the tragedies they endure. Now, I think he is interested as well. It's pretty important to note. This was apparently conceptualized when they made the first film, right? When they made the first film, they basically said that there was no water mass on this planet of Pandora. Apparently there was like 2 big lakes or something like that. There wasn't oceans. So I'm having a hard time buying that they made this they thought of this story at the same time, because there was even a map that they showed of Avatar. Pandora, should I say, sorry. So yeah. My confidence isn't massive, I'm not gonna lie. Stuff we've got to go on recently is not so it looks great, but it needs to do more than just look good, you know. So there you have it. That's my thoughts on Avatar, the teaser trailer. I saw it in massive screen in the theatre. It looked good, but I just hope it does more than just look good. So let me know what you think down below in the comment section, ladies and gents. Again, I'm not being overly negative, I'm being positive, I'm being objective. This movie's going to make bank, make no mistake. But for me personally, I just needed to see some signs that there was a story there. Not just, you know, Dances with Wolves again. Let me know what you think though. I'm keen to hear it. Cheers. Take care.